Hello, Soul Fam. Thank you for being here today. So this is going to be a really powerful session. This is going to give you your physical God spark power back, and it's going to show you where you've been leaking it. So we come with our bodies and our DNA and like the karma that's in our carne, the karma that's in our like meat suit. And then we also have our DNA, our soul, which could have lived in so many different, your soul could have lived on every continent, on different planets, you know, and time doesn't exist, so we're doing all of this at once. But we have all of this information, right? And we're in a time where we are restoring order because we're coming out of a dark age, but we are learning to reconnect. We're awakening our DNA, and we're learning how to remember the miracle consciousness, which is where we have a lot more plasticity and can manifest a lot more quickly in this reality. So in order to do that, we need to understand where our body and soul are disconnected and how to fuse them together, because enlightenment isn't about like levitating up out of the body. We have to bring the spirit deep into the body, deep into the depths of the darkness, into the pain, lean into the pain, lean into every part of the pain, say thank you. It's like a video game. If every time something painful or difficult happens in your life, if you can truly with your whole heart lean into it and say thank you, it's like a video game that bursts open and turns into like points. And then you get to go to the next level of the video game by the time you can literally say thank you to all the pain. And truly see everything as love and truly see everything as blessings. This allows us to bring more spirit, respiration, spirit into the body, and to have more cohesion, and to bring, so a famous quote by Carl Jung is, enlightenment is not about, I think I'm paraphrasing, enlightenment is not about visualizing figures of light, but by making the dark light. Yeah, that's a paraphrase, but you know what I mean. So we are learning to lean in and to relax and to surrender into everything, into this full human experience, and honor it, and to honor our animal body. Our animal bodies have wisdom, and we have to be working harmoniously with our spirit and our body to mend them together, and then to bring lightness to it. So say that there's pain, and this is something I've been talking about for the last couple sessions. The main 4 pillars of miracle consciousness and making this transition, the architecture for it, the things that you need to master are lightness of being, which also includes working with light, like colors of light, like white light, blue light, green light. But this also bringing a feeling, there's donkeys crying. I don't know if you can hear them. Can you guys hear the donkeys? The shamanic call of the donkey. Okay. I'm just gonna wait a moment. Okay, so lightness of being, right? But what does that come from? That comes from being able to forgive. These are all interconnected. Like, all the fabric is all woven and like pulling on one thing and the other. So forgiveness. So when we can truly see like the wrong that was done, and somehow be able to find that love was still in it, love was still behind it, like even if it was some kind of low vibrational love, and we're able to forgive, the forgiveness gives us this lightness of being. So all of this works together. So then love. So today, so love is not some fluffy thing like teddy bears and like cotton candy. Love is just everything. Actually, love is the fabric of reality. Love is the laws of vibrational energy. So today we're going to actually be going over some of these laws as a part of these 4 pillars. So yeah, because there's high vibe love, which is like, you know, respecting sovereignty, using consent and stuff like that. And then there's low vibe love, which is like jealousy and stuff. But this still comes from like an impulse of love, or like control can be a way that love expresses. Everything actually in the whole universe is love. There's just high vibration and like lower octaves of it. But what we're doing here is we're studying the laws of vibrational energy. How does this energy move, and how do we lighten ourselves to go to these higher octaves so that we can experience just a more universally peaceful win-win-win reality. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at some of the laws of vibrational energy, which have to do with the pillar of love. These are in no particular order. Okay, let's see. So I said lightness of being, forgiveness, love, and compassion. So compassion is a really important cultivation, which the more I cultivate it, it's actually opening up more telepathy, because each of these has different components that go into it. So compassion contains also forgiveness. Compassion contains love. Compassion contains acceptance, which is non-judgmentalness. So an important part of being telepathic is learning to see things as they are without being blocked by hope or fear, or judgmentalness, because judgmentalness, hope, and fear cause us to have a distorted vision. So when we cultivate, when we master these things to the point that you can just immediately forgive, not only can you forgive like your long, deep, dark, disgusting wounds, and they're really cleaned and neutral, but also you're just so cultivated that you've done that. At this point, that's where we are going first. We're like doing the work to like practice cultivating that and releasing, which is like the red heart fire emoji, like churning fire, churn, release, clean, to the point that we're going to get so good that we're going to be buzzing like hummingbirds and go to like the white heart emoji, which is quantum healing. But all that is that we've mastered the cultivation of immediately forgiving. So maybe there's a wounded part of you that could get triggered by something, right? Anything, we all have our different trigger. So say you lean into that and like you get triggered and you really work on it and you do that cultivation of letting your heart churn it through the truth, and you say thank you, and you keep getting those gifts and you practice it over and over. It may take practice over and over. I mean, that's where I am with it right now, leaning into it over and over and over. But you're building pathways, not only for yourself, but for the collective mind. Because the more we cultivate this, the easier it gets. We are the pillars. We're the architecture, the architects, the new archetypes. We are the new gods and goddesses of the new earth that the reality is going to be built off of. So that's what we're doing here. But I'll speak for myself. We're in a process with it. So maybe I can't speak for you. Like maybe you only have to practice forgiveness once and it's done. I know for me, the way it works is I may reach a moment of forgiveness where I understand everything and total compassion. Oh yeah, I totally understand why my dad was like that. It's because he had a rough upbringing. Oh, total forgiveness. And then in another moment, I'm like, well, it's all my dad's fault, So we really continue to work it until I can go through the same trauma again and just not even have any stickiness about it. Not even have just total constant release. So that's the cultivation. Yeah. Compassion. Okay, so let's talk about these. We're going to talk about a very specific law of vibrational energy that's going to reconnect your spirit with your body, that's going to give you your power back so you can understand where you're leaking. Okay, so it's very simple. There's three laws. The first one, that in this creation, every being, every body has the right to experience whatever they want to. So that's it. They can desire what they want. They can be curious about what they want. They can experiment with what they want. They can live how they want. They can use the elements to create culture however they want. That's their right. As long as it does not cause chaos to another being. So when it does cause chaos to another being, that's when there's karma generated, right? So the laws of vibrational energy, just to stay fully empowered and fully clean and clear in the connection with your soul and body, and how you move your energy, and how you create and manifest, and how you direct your attention, intention, creation. So you have the right to create whatever you want. You want to be monogamous, you want to be polyamorous, as long as you're doing it. So here comes the second rule. The other people also have the right to create and to experience whatever they want to. So now this part has the clause, when we create together, there has to be a consensus. So that's a little world in and of itself. But this one's tricky because a lot of people are not actually connected to their bodies or connected to their truth. So people may tell you one thing and you may feel like you're having a consensual agreement, but as a master, you have to be truly understanding, is it actually consensual, right? So is this person in the right state of mind to consent? You have to be psychic enough to truly be understanding what's consensual when you're making these agreements. And you have to respect the truth of other people, even if, you know, the next town or the next country over or the next neighborhood over, or even your brother has a totally different value system than you. That's perfectly fine. Now, if you come into an agreement together, to whatever degree you relate to, there has to be mutual consent and agreement, but beyond words. Like, we have to just acknowledge the whole entire truth of existence and read, like, what's the real truth, and be interacting with that actual truth, right? So not like promises that were coerced. You have to look through and see the truth and interact with that actual truth of the person as a master. And that's how you will not generate karma. If you are, say you're like in denial and someone promised you something and it's not really their actual truth, and you're like holding them to that, you're violating the laws of karma. So you're tying up your energy, you're getting tangled, you're getting heavy. So to stay light and free, to stay in the miracle consciousness, to be working with the laws of love, you have to truly be honoring the soul truth of each person, even if it disagrees with you. Okay? So then the third law is that every space has also the right to express itself however it wants, to be curious, to create a culture, to create a religion, to create a reality, a way of interacting with the elements, a way of working with the elements to bring forth life. That every country, every workplace has the right. So if you're in that space, you're consenting to that. So if you're in a space that you hate, you're wasting your energy. Or if you're in a consensual agreement or a partnership that you don't agree with, or you're making promises that are coerced, this is where your energy is getting heavy, tangled, untrue, muddy, stuck. So to operate in your full God power, you have to be honoring these laws, and that's when things will be really fluid for you. Like, if you're in a, if you're in a town and that, like in the United States, for example, some states are very pro-alcohol and some states are pro-weed. And maybe the pro-alcohol states think that weed is really bad. And maybe there's certain, like medicine communities in California that think alcohol is so bad. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. People can do whatever they want. But if you're in that environment and you're fighting it, you're wasting your own energy. So honor where you are. Go, like, if you don't like your country or your workplace or your relationship, it's up to you to leave so that your energy can live its true expression, and the soul and the body can be acting harmoniously. Your body is giving you signals, and it's important to honor them so that you can thrive. And the wisdom of the body and the heart come to the body and the spirit come together in the heart. So you can meld them there, you can meet them there, you can let them speak to each other there, and our bodies are our navigation suit for this realm, and we're really trying to anchor heaven on earth. So what we're going to look at here is where we have violated these laws, and we're going to kind of call our power back to ourselves. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. You can put your hands in the mudra. Exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing the stomach. Deep breaths, mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach, push your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs, and look up and hold as long as you can, and then release. When you're done holding, you can relax and release everything. We'll wait a moment and then we'll activate memories. So I want you to go back in your memory as far as you can, way, way, way back, whatever that is for you. Now, see if you can go back even further, even if this is a created memory. Just go back further. Now I want you to remember the first time that you were told no, the first thing that you were limited on. As a divine spirit in a body, getting to know your limitations, externally imposed limitations. those early memories of when you were limited or told no. You can't do that. Okay, you can briefly open your eyes, put your hands in the mudra. We're going to breathe again. Exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing the stomach. Deep breaths, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one, mouth on the exhale. Squeeze your stomach, push your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs. And hold, looking up. And when you're done holding, you can relax and release everything. Now I want you to remember the first time that something was imposed on your body that you didn't like you have to do this or you can't do this. The first time that something was externally imposed on your body, like you have to wear this, or you have to go to church, or you have to sit still, or whatever it was for you. Or you're not allowed to go to that dance. You're not allowed to hang out with those people. You're not allowed to go to that school. Noticing those very early external imposed limitations that caused your body to do things that were not really consensual, that violated the truth of your body. Okay, you can briefly open your eyes, put your hands in the mudra, and we are going to breathe. Exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one, mouth. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach, push your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs, look up, and hold as long as you can on the exhale. When you're done holding, you can relax and release everything. Now I want you to Remember the times when you were really enthusiastic about something and you were met with less than enthusiasm. You were excited about something, you did something you were proud of, or you had a new business idea and you shared it with someone and they just didn't get it. They, for whatever reason, they either didn't like it or they weren't very enthusiastic. They didn't see it how you did. Remembering those times that you were excited to share something and whoever you shared it with was like, mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, we're gonna breathe. You can briefly open your eyes to put your hands in the mudra. Exhale all the air out through the mouth, squeezing your stomach. Deep breaths, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last breath, mouth. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach, push your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs, look up and hold as long as you can. When you're done holding, you can relax and release everything. So I want you to bring to mind the person in your life that you have most tried or wanted to control. This could be a partner, a parent, a child, a friend, someone that you tried to control or wanted to control. Just as our boundaries are violated by being controlled, we also lose energy by violating the truth of others' bodies. So now I want you to see that person that you most tried to control, and I want you to imagine that spirit to spirit, you merge with them, like you walk towards them and then you merge into them. Now I want you to look. Now you're going to have a different perspective. You're going to be able to see through their eyes, or it's going to be a combination. You might notice different angles. See that situation where you were trying to control them and just notice what you notice about it. What does that situation of you trying to control them look like through their eyes? How do they see you as you're trying to control them? What does the situation of you trying to control someone look like through the eyes of the person you were trying to control? How did they see it? have 2 more layers of memory left. So let's open the eyes briefly to put the hands in the mudra and breathe again. Exhale all the air out through the mouth, squeezing the stomach. Deep breaths, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Mouth, 3 seconds. Now mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one. Mouth, 3 seconds. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach. Push your hands together. Squeegee your eyeballs. Look up. Hold as long as you can on the exhale. And when you're done holding, you can relax and release everything. So I want you to go back in time and remember something that if you could do over, you would do differently. Now I want you to think of something that you were left wanting to do. Now I want you to think of something that you didn't do because somebody else told you not to, or because of a law or a societal expectation. Okay, we have one more layer of memory left. So we're gonna breathe, activate memory, and breathe to close. So you can briefly open your eyes to put your hands in the mudra. And exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one. Mouth, 3 seconds. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach, push your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs, look up, and hold on the exhale as long as you can. When you're done holding, you can relax and release everything. Now I want you to remember a time that you did what you wanted, even when people or society told you that you were crazy. You did what you wanted anyways. That time that people told you it won't work, you can't do that, that's not a good idea, don't do that, and you did it anyways. That time that people told you not to do something, but you did it anyways, whether it turned out good or bad, just see that time that you did what you wanted, even when there was exterior opposition. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to breathe one last time to close. You can briefly open your eyes to put your hands in the mudra. Exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one, mouth on the exhale. Squeeze your stomach, push your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs, look up, hold as long as you can, and then relax and release everything. And when you're ready, you can relax and release everything and open your eyes. Thank you for being here today. If you need additional support, you can contact me at lovelikeanocean.com.